over and walking out. So you pass that on to your children, and they try to fight it, and you don't know what the hell they're talking. Because it's not their reality. I gotta keep remembering that, but when I keep hearing, I am doing it, and then you're telling me I can't do it, but I am doing it. I am doing it. It can happen. You gotta get out of the can't mentality. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, you sit up in I'm gonna bring the black church up in it because I have to. It's the only national organization that we've got that is very powerful in our community. We're slowly trying to change our verbals in that community, but they come also from a can't mentality. It's not about belief. Everybody can believe that Jesus lived, but do you have faith in your God? See, faith is allowing the human aspects of who you are and letting that go. It's not about being human, it's about being spiritual. God has asked you to rise above the world, but not be in the world. That's what he says. Be of the world, but not in the world. Your talents can be of the world, but you take your faith and bring it above the world. Then you're living in the realm where Jesus was trying to take you, which means that you can do it. That's a can mentality. You understand that? Let me say it again. There's a difference between belief and faith. Faith is you already have it. If you have faith, you don't got to ask God for nothing. You thank him for what he's already given you. Even though it might not be in your possession, you've already claimed it, you've got it. That is faith. And knowing it, is faith. Belief is in the possibility that you can attain it. Oh yeah, I believe I can have $1 million. For me, I have faith. I've already got the $1 million. This has already been cashed in the bank. I am working towards that check. Because I know that you can't get it unless you work for it. See, we waiting. Some people are waiting on the Lord. It's not you work within the Lord, if that's how you want to go about it. You work within the Lord. You don't wait on him. Because if you're waiting on him, you haven't recognized what he's already done for you. Don't get me to start preaching now. Because you're going to have to ordain me in 5 minutes if that's the case. But you already got it. All your dreams have already been accomplished. What your wants are have been accomplished. Just by wanting it, you've already asked God for it. Now thank him for it, because it's already given to you. It's not trust and believe. It's trust, believe, and have faith. Let it go. Know that it is. If God is, then you are. And if you are, that means it's already has happened for you. You are something, which means it is in existence. If God is, that means he's in existence. If you believe in the is, then you know what the are is. Make sense? Pain and hurt is nothing but a lesson. If you're not feeling your lesson, then you're not going to learn anything. So accept the pain, get through the pain, and know that you've learned something. If you don't want to hurt again, don't do it again. It's like falling off a bridge. Or thinking, or hitting your hand with a hammer. Wear gloves the next time. You know, getting your head on the head. You wear a helmet the next time. You know, it's a thing called change. Life is about change. If you don't change, then you're not going to learn either. Ooh, sounds bright. Alright, so let me get back at my task at hand. That might be a sample for Chronicles, because I just went a little too deep for business. A little too deep for business. But I gotta challenge my black folks out there. We doing a lot. We're doing a lot. And I think we fear ourselves. And because we fear ourselves, we can't give to anything else. All fear is, people want to talk about balls and chains, you are your own ball and chain if you fear success, if you fear accomplishing your dreams, if you actually fear faith, because that's what you're fearing. When you break it down, you fear believing in yourself and believing in your own God. That means you fear God. You don't want to fear God. You want that man to be your best friend. Shit. Let me tell you something. If your best friend can give you anything you want, why would you fear that person? Come on now. Guy's got $1 million sitting in his hand and says, come on. Why would you fear that person? It's right here, waving it all up in your face. I fear God, man. I ain't gonna... You can't fail. There's no such thing as failure. I think we believe in failure. We use the wrong words. And you're a perfect human being. God doesn't make mistakes. But we believe that we are mistakes. And that don't make no sense. Like, you're contradicting the terms of your creator. You are a perfect human being. Born into this world perfect because God made you. You were conceived before your parents were conceived. The knowledge of who you were and what you're going to go through has been written. Now it's up to you to claim what has been written, which is the word. The most powerful thing in existence is word, because it breeds life or death. If you speak to yourself and say that you are nothing, then you have now set your path into motion. God said, let there be light. And there was. You say, let myself be condemned, and then you are. So your spirit can manifest anything through word. Thank God for what He has given you, what He's about to give you, and what He has given you. Give Him your word back, which is thanks. Put into motion in your mind what you want. See it, believe it, know it, have faith in it, and watch it come into existence. Sometimes the next day. Whatever you want to call it, the secret, God, visualization, it works if you have faith. And sometimes it's the faith of your childhood that comes into existence because you might not believe as an adult. But your inner core who remembers when being a child when there was no fear. You could do anything and anything was possible. Alright, I gotta let this go because I'm getting into preaching and I don't believe in that. But, we good.